How's it going, everyone? Today I'm very excited to talk about a product that I've had my eye on for quite a while. That is the IGPSPORT Bsc300t cycling computer. I know that is sort of a mouthful. I do need to send a shout out to fellow YouTuber Run Bike Mike for helping facilitate this deal, and I need to thank IGPSPORT for sending this over to me. The IGPSPORT Bsc300t is a budget-friendly cycling computer with built-in GPS, Bluetooth, and ANT+ connectivity. It features a clear color 2.4-inch touchscreen, a long 20-hour battery life, and accurate tracking for speed, distance, and elevation. With IPX7 waterproofing, it's ready for any weather conditions, and its seamless sync with apps like Strava make ride analysis effortless. You can even connect your wireless shifting system or e-bike for battery management and shifting purposes. The simple interface and easy setup make it perfect for cyclists who want reliable performance without the high price tag. Honestly, that's all music to my ears. When I started taking mountain bike enduro racing a little bit more seriously, I went to my fittest friends and asked them what is the one piece of advice that they would give somebody who wants to get faster. And there were three answers that I got very often. Number one being build your base, get as many miles in as you can. Don't worry about speed or any of the technical details, build a base. Number two, focus on your heart rate zones. And number three, do hill sprints. All three of those things made me realize I needed to collect more data. I needed to know my miles, my heart rate zones, time or duration, maybe watts, all sorts of different stuff. And I wanted the easiest way to watch that while I was riding. And for some reason, I thought the best was a watch. So I got a Garmin watch. Actually, this is my second one. And I'm starting to realize that this is not all it's cracked up to be. Heart rate zones, this thing's like 10% off all the time. So that's pretty much useless. Battery life totally sucks. Can't do over like a 25-mile, 30-mile ride without this thing flashing that the battery is low. It was cool for a little bit, but it is time to say goodbye.
Man, I don't know. I quit wearing a watch when I moved out here. No, like my cell phone has a clock on it, so I don't really need it.
And that's where the IGPSPORT Bsc300t comes into play. This thing has so much cool technology packed into one little computer. And the best part is it's only 150 bucks. Sometimes it's even cheaper. Check the link in the description. You guys know I love good value. It checks so many boxes for me. I'm super happy with this. And right now I want to get into this computer. So let's dive in. Before I get too far into this, I wanted to say thank you to everyone. We just hit 5,000 subscribers. It's a huge milestone for us. We really appreciate it. Keep those subs coming. And we're trying to make 2025 our best year yet. So right here is everything you're going to get in the box. You have a quick start manual, which literally is just a quick start. It will get you operating this thing just fine, but I highly suggest going to IGPSPORT's website and going through all of the information and resources. You'll learn a lot more there. They also include this bike mount. This is just a handlebar mount. It does work fine, but I really prefer the in-front mounts. They're much nicer, they're sturdier. They put the computer in the center of your handlebars right over the stem. Definitely a really good design. I'm even working on 3D printing some top stem cap mounts right now. Keep you guys posted on how these turn out. I'm excited. I think I'm going to be running these on my mountain bike. So stay tuned on that. All right, so the computer itself is really nice. It's slim, lightweight. I believe this weighs less than 65 grams. It has this carbon fiber detailing around the outside. I believe they make a silicone like cover to protect the screen from falls. I'll probably get that very soon. Down here is the USB-C port. I'm glad they're using USB-C. I'm shocked at how many brands in the cycling industry still don't use that. Let's fire this thing up. Boom, that was like less than 3 seconds. So you have all of your pull-down menus right here. The screen is customizable. I have it set up to just be the simplest screen possible. It's just easier when I'm riding that I'm not getting hit with all of these details. Oops, I didn't even mean to hit that. Let's start an imaginary ride that I'm not doing. Wait for GPS that I don't need to use right now. This is probably the screen I ride on the most. You have your time, speed, distance, several different screens you can go to. Heart rate stuff for when I have my heart rate monitor hooked up. Same thing. GPS map or color map, which is really cool. I like that one a lot. This tells you your grade and elevation. That's great for all the hill sprints that I should be doing. I should probably spend some time on this screen coming up because I got some racing I'm going to be doing. The IGPSPORT app is really the heart of the Bsc300t system. It allows you to sync and analyze your cycling data seamlessly. One thing I thought was really interesting were the in-app suggested routes, which are just routes created by other IGPSPORT users. Turns out there's a lot more of us in my area than I even realized. If those routes aren't enough for you, then no worries. Creating your own is actually really simple and it can take less than a minute. The app is also where you can access your firmware updates. If you snag one of these computers for yourself, make sure you download the app to help with your initial setup and get those updates right off the bat. One thing I do find a bit awkward is probably just me being a knucklehead is there's a lot of accidental button pushes when I'm using the buttons. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to push this button, you need to apply pressure on it. I have a tendency to accidentally push that one or these ones down here. But if you're just using it as a touch screen, you can forget about that because the gestures are just like a cell phone. Swipe up, swipe down, click. Pretty simple stuff. Personally for me, I prefer the touch screen, so it's not really that big of an issue. Although I haven't dove into all the features this thing is capable of, I'm stoked to have this cycling computer. The Bsc300t is everything I've been looking for to replace my Garmin watch. I look forward to using it on all my rides in 2025, and I might even pair it with some of IGPSPORT's other products, like their new SR30 radar taillight, which I'm very interested in for safety purposes, and maybe even some of their headlights. Either way, their catalog seems to be expanding rapidly, so it's cool to see this company coming out with great tech at affordable prices. If I had to speak on some things I'd like to see improved, the biggest for me would be a brighter screen. Riding in direct sun, you definitely get some washout, which is obviously common with devices, but it doesn't hurt to mention. Also, it's not completely necessary, but I think it would be cool if they included a charging cable and an in-front mount with the computer. Maybe even a sticker or two. What cyclist doesn't like stickers? All right, I know this wasn't the most technical breakdown you guys have ever heard. There's some YouTubers out there that are way better at all of that nerdy stuff. I'm just a dude who loves bikes, and once in a while, I like to mix bikes and technology. This is one of those cases. For 150 bucks, I cannot recommend the IGPSPORT Bsc300t enough. Get yours, description below. If you want to find out more, I'll include the link to IGPSPORT's website. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'm going to do my best to answer them to the best of my ability. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.